off because they're loud. Um, Good morning. Welcome to the replay. If you're watching the replay, I'm Auntie Tay. If you guys are new here, that's who I am. Okay, I took down yesterday's video. I think I was just too emotional to leave that on the internet. And I've left some pretty emotional things on the internet. So I just had to do a lot of reflection after I posted that and was like, girl, you're getting stuck in some negative thinking, and I should not have gone live yesterday. So I am going to try to put out something, at least put something out that I'm okay with leaving on the internet. Hi, Christy. So I'm in much better space. I pulled yesterday's video down. I'm not even sure like where it was at yesterday. I just was like, I need to like share my thoughts. And I realized I had pulled like so many things in that I've just never intended to really talk about. And so yesterday I went and I read Second Timothy because that's where I'm at in my study currently. And I'm reading the Bible in a year. And so I just was like, what did God intend to tell me? Like I didn't spend any time in the Word yesterday before I went live. And so 2 Timothy 2:2-4, I highly suggest reading it if you struggle with what I struggle with, which is wanting to just get vengeance on anybody who has hurt you with at least talking about it. And it was just really refreshing and like, okay, God, I see you. I don't need to be caught in bringing out anything from the past. I don't. But anyways, anyone who may be wondering, I realized quickly, I was like, I just need to take that video down. One, because a lot of people don't know what's happening yet. This news is like percolating out slowly, percolating. If you watch CraftyCon, you know why that word is funny. But I say it all the time now too, and I'm like, Ivy percolator. So I started to see a lot more creators coming out to make public announcements. And again, I'm not going to leave anything up that takes percolating, yeah. That takes any of the story and puts it on my channel. So that's one of the reasons I took it back to, like, it's very public knowledge what is going on in the crafting world right now. But I will say, I don't think that creators who were not affiliated with Mr. Crafty Pants need to come out, but I was affiliated with Mr. Crafty Pants. And that's why I was like, I do feel the need to make sure that everyone knows I have taken down as much content as I know he was a part of. I did remember that Craft for the Curve was put on by him, so I may need to go through and just make sure I take some of that stuff down too. But we have not been affiliated for a while, and I'm not really sure why. And there's not a lot of information, like there's not a lot of need for me to go into that. If you caught yesterday's video, you might have seen like why I no longer work with certain companies. And I don't have a problem saying when I don't work with a company, if it's like a product because the product sucks, I'm just like, yeah, the product sucks. But if it's a company that sucks, I just kind of want to cut ties and never talk about it again. I really enjoyed your video yesterday and sincerely appreciate your honesty and transparency and you putting yourself out there for us. Yeah, and if I ever feel like something is detrimentally going to hurt you guys, I will 100% speak about it. But from now on, if I think something is hurting me or the industry, I'm going to keep it in the industry's world. And I actually did that yesterday. I called a couple people in the industry just to be like, hey, I just need to clear some things up. And I'm at a point where I will just blatantly say, like, is your company boycotting me and why? Hey Jess, we love you. Always appreciate your honesty, Tay. You're one of the realest ones in the community, and your people love you hard. Thank you, Jess. I love you so much. And I appreciate, I'm learning I appreciate those people who just like let it out, because sometimes those people who don't just let it out, you're like, what are you really thinking? And it's just, I appreciate a transparent person, even if it's hard things to hear. But I just wanted to say, like, there's no need, because if I continue to pull product drama and company drama into the creative space, it's not going to serve me. It's not going to serve you guys. But again, like I said, if I find that something is hurting someone, I will definitely speak out about it. If it's hurting you guys, but if it's hurting another influencer, I will just go directly to that influencer, which is biblical. And so I want to thank anyone who commented yesterday who was like, hey, this probably isn't the way to do it. And I knew that. And I know that that's not the way to do it, but I let it get the best of me. And so I was like, and I don't really regret anything I said yesterday. I just regret how I went about it by going live on the internet and talking about it. And I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go live on the internet to apologize, because this is part of my life. And I went to a homecoming game last night with friends, and it was funny because it's at a high school that my kids never went to or go to, and they were kind of like had some stuff going on. And I was like, this is kind of like the crafting world. Like, nobody there probably even knows anything. And I wasn't about to like bring it up and talk about it with these people who have no idea. Um, because I want them to come into this crafting world on the internet and not be like, what the heck is going on? It's crazy over there. I appreciated your video yesterday, and it opened my eyes to some other things going on. Yeah, and I don't want to like stir pots, and I don't want to bring anything to light if it's not 100% true. And I do not want to be the next Candace Owen of the crafting world, and that's how I was feeling, honestly. Are you guys there? Dustin was calling me. Still says he's calling me. Go away, go away. I'll call him back. Okay. Anyways, I just wanted to say that. Also, if you want to know what's going on, I'm sure it's going to be starting to be talked about a lot. It is, I'm not gonna talk about it. But I am just gonna say I'm not Candace Owens. I'm not I'm not affiliated with him in any way. I'm not proud that anybody in our industry would ever be in this predicament and bring this into this world. And then, not going to make it about me. I'm not going to make it about the crafting industry. This is just somebody who needs to never be back in the crafting industry, hopefully ever again. And you guys can look it up. It's very public knowledge, but that's all. I'm going to leave that. So, not affiliated, will never be. Not affiliated with some companies who I'm still trying to figure that out, where they stand, and or anyone who works with that company. So that's where I'm going to leave that. I love all the other creators on this platform. I even loved Mr. Crafty Pants and his presence as a creator, but as a human being, he needs help. And I'll leave it at that. Okay. Love you guys. Thank you for listening. Gotta call my husband back now. Bye.